Susie Evans with Yoga Voyager. Welcome today. Today we're going to do a class that's very popular with my beginner's yoga and my therapeutic classes. It's called fusion yoga. It's a combination of yoga, Pilates, Barre and Fitness. So it's definitely going to get us into that cardio effect. So we're going to go ahead and begin in child's pose today. And you can use a blanket. Now, not everybody can sit on their heels like I can, and that's okay. You can use a blanket. You can use it this way, or you can double it up and put it underneath, and you can sit on that, and that might be comfortable. And again, not everybody can bring their head to the mat. And that's okay. If that's you, you can either put a block, you can put your head on the block, you can use a book. Bring that down like that. I'm going to take both of those out. You may want to, because we will be sweating a little bit today, you might also want to have a thing of water nearby in case you get thirsty. So we're going to begin in child's pose. So the knees are opened up. Again, you can put that blanket there if you need it. I'm not going to use it. You can put the block or the book for your forehead and slowly come down. Just close the eyes. We're going to get into that Ujjayi pranayama. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. These long, deep breaths we'll take with us throughout our yoga practice. Again, we don't turn yoga on with a light switch. It's always a process of the breath. So we take a while to get into that breath. And that does warm us up from the inside out. We know we're doing the breath correctly because we can feel the breath in the back of the throat. We can also hear the breath. The breath sounds like an ocean coming on and off the shore. We're going to begin linking movement with breath by slowly coming onto our hands and knees. Hands are under the shoulder, the knees are underneath the hips. The chin is going to look down for the neck. We're going to go into sunbird by extending the left leg out, toes spiral down. And you can stay here. If you're wanting the full pose, you take the opposite hand, which is the right hand. And you have that right hand face towards that left wall, the palm of the right hand. So you're looking down, you're reaching with the right hand, you're pulling gently with that left leg, activating the back muscles. Go ahead and bring the right hand and left knee back. This time we're going to extend the right leg out. We're going to come up, spiral those toes down. Again, it's a choice. If you want to do the full version, you can extend that left hand out with the left palm facing towards the right side of the room. The head is still looking down so that neck is protected. Go ahead and bring the left hand and right knee back. We're going to go into plank pose. So you can either come into full plank, or you can put the knees on the ground, whatever you want to do. We're going to press here. We're going to feel this in the triceps, the chest muscles. You're going to feel this in the abdominals. As we lower down slowly with the elbows grazing against the ribs, then uncurl the toes. Inhale, come up into a gentle cobra. Exhale, come down. We're going to do 5 total. So inhale, come up to a gentle cobra. And exhale, come down. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhaling down, 2 more to go. Inhale up to gentle cobra. Exhale down. Inhale up to gentle cobra. We'll hold that. Separate the shoulders. The glutes are relaxed. The feet are uncurled. Go ahead and come on down into downward facing dog. And as we come into down dog, if you can't put the heels down, please don't force it. Go ahead and put a slight bend in these and separate the stance of the feet. That'll help you with that down dog. If you can go into the heels down, you can walk the dog by lifting the right heel up, alternating with the left heel. Now we'll get into those calf muscles. And come back into dog, press with those hands, have a good wide distance for those fingers. The tailbone can go up a little bit. We're going to look forward forward, look between the hands. We're going to slowly step on up. As we inhale, the hands are on the shins, the head is out, the heart is away from the body. Inhale down. If you can't bring your hands onto the ground here, make a box with the hands. Set the head into the box, maybe put a slight bend in the knees. Then inhale the hands up, reaching for that length. Palms together, exhaling down. We're going to do a couple of sun A's and sun B's to warm us up. So inhale the hands up, reaching for that length. Lock the belly to the spine and slowly hinge forward, just taking your time. Inhaling the heart out. Exhaling the hands down, coming into plank position. Again, you can be on the toes, you can be on the knees, and lower down slowly. Uncurl the toes, inhale that cobra, we just rehearsed 5 times. Exhale, come into down dog. Stretch that tailbone up, look between the hands, slowly walk on up. Put the hands onto the shins to extend that heart out. Exhaling on down, inhaling. Slowly coming up, and as you come up, maybe leaning back a little bit, palms together, exhaling down. We're going to do one more sun A, right? Inhaling the hands up, reaching for that length. We're going to press that belly in, exhaling, slowly coming down. Bringing the hands onto the shin, extend that heart out. Go ahead and exhale, come into plank position, again on the toes or on the knees, whatever feels comfortable to you. Slowly with muscle. Come on down, uncurl the toes, coming into a cobra, tucking the toes, coming into downward dog. We're going to look forward, we're going to step on up. Then bring the hands onto the shin, come on down, inhaling on up. Maybe reaching back, palms together, exhaling down. Now we're going to go into sun B, which is 3 more movements. So we're going to inhale the hands up, reaching for that length, exhaling, locking the belly as you come on down. Go ahead and bring the hands onto the shins, taking the heart on out. Exhaling on down, coming into plank position or on the knees. Slowly lowering down. Inhale into gentle cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, come into down dog. Go ahead and step that right foot front, so that right foot's by that right hand. Slowly come on up into crescent pose. Exhaling on down, stepping that right foot back, lowering on down, just taking your time. Inhale, come on up. Go ahead and curl the toes and come on down. Hi, Maria. Go ahead and look forward, step that left foot on up. Left foot is next to that right foot. Slowly using that core, come on up in the crescent. And exhaling, bringing the hands down. Watching that cat, coming into plank position, lowering on down. Inhale into gentle cobra. Exhale into down dog. Press that tailbone up, look between the hands, step on forward. Hands on the shins, inhaling down. Go ahead and come on up. Reach up, maybe lean back a little bit. Palms together, exhaling down. We're going to do 1 more of those. So inhale the hands up, reaching for that length, and exhale. Lock the belly in. Inhale, hands on the shins. Exhale down, come into plank position. Lower slowly. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into down dog. Go ahead and step that right foot next to that right hand. Slowly come on up into crescent pose. Go ahead and exhale. Come back into plank. Don't forget you can use those knees as you come on down. Inhale up to gentle cobra. Come back into down dog. So we're going to step the left foot on in. Left foot is near the left hand. Inhale the hand on up, reaching for that length. Exhaling, coming back down into plank pose. You can use those knees. Slowly lower down. Inhale into gentle cobra. Exhale into down dog. Go ahead and look between the hands. Take your time as you come back up. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, head down. Inhaling, slowly coming up. Reaching for that length, maybe leaning back, palms together, exhaling down. We're sure warmed up now, so we're gonna go ahead and begin our fusion class. So we're gonna go into chair pose. We're gonna inhale, exhale, think of it as a squat coming down. The knees are over the ankles. Inhale, exhale, squat. Inhale, exhale, squat. Inhale, exhale, squat. One more. Inhale, exhale, squat. We'll hold that. For now, the weight of the body's in the heels. The knees are over the ankles. The hips are squared forward. So we've got options here. You can press those hips together and strengthen the hips. You can press the belly in and down to strengthen those abdominals. You could also reach forward with the hands, engaging the shoulders and the upper back muscles called the lats. And to get into the bar part of the exercise, we're going to switch the weight of the body from the heels into the toes. We're going to come onto those tiptoes. It's going to engage those calves. We're going to slowly straighten the legs up, reaching as high as we can. Exhaling the heels, then right hand down. We're going to take a little break. Take an inhale and lengthen that left hand. And exhale, go towards the right, stretching the left side of the body. Go with it to the sensation that feels good for you. You don't have to go to the depth that I'm going. Come back to the center. Go ahead and switch the hands up. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, with sensation, go towards the left, stretching the right side of the body. Come on back to the center. Bring both hands up, reaching for that length. Palms together, and exhaling those hands on down. All right, we're gonna go into warrior one. So the front foot's the right foot, the left foot's the back foot. The hips are squared forward. We're gonna inhale the hands on up. We're gonna reach for that length. And exhale, we're gonna bend the knees. Now the fusion part here is we're gonna do a lat pull down to engage those back muscles. So just envision a lat bar. Make a gentle fist, take an inhale, and exhale, squeeze those shoulders. Inhale up, 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 exhale, squeeze those shoulders, and open the arms out. Maybe spread the fingers, maybe take the chin towards the ceiling to get a nice stretch in the front of that throat. Give a little balance effect. And bring the chin back down, bring the hands down, straighten the front leg. We're gonna go into a modified pyramid. So we wanna lock the belly to protect that low back. So inhale the hands up, and we wanna hinge with the hips and net the spine. Take an inhale, hinge forward, keeping the belly locked, bringing the hands either onto the quadriceps, maybe the upper shin, maybe the lower shin, maybe you can reach all the way down. Go ahead and get nice and comfortable. Drop the chin towards the collarbone. So this is pyramid pose. This is bending over my right leg. And this is strengthening the back of that right leg. Every day we bend forward to tie the shoes, pick up bags, pick up a pet. We want to keep those muscles strong. And we're going to transition into triangle pose. So we're going to put the left hand onto the left hip. We're going to adjust that back left foot. We're going to turn both hips towards the left wall. Now you can have your hand on your quadricep, not the knee, the upper shin or lower shin. You're going to reach up that left hand. And we're going to fuse this as well to strengthen the obliques and the shoulder and that side. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly go forward. Taking your time, don't go fast. When you come up, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go forward. This time as we come up, we're going to lengthen, but we're going to go the opposite direction. We're going to go backwards. Inhale, lengthen, opposite direction. Go ahead and come on up, have the hand face towards the front of the room and reach that hand. Really feeling those obliques of the left side engaged. Come back with the left hand. Lock your belly as you slowly come up into our resting pose. We'll go into reverse warrior. Let's go ahead and drop. Take the right knee forward. Drop the left hand on the left hamstring. Take the right hand and slowly come up. You can reach straight up and down. You can lean back, whatever feels good to you, but we're relaxing that left shoulder. Stay connected to that breath. And slowly straighten the front leg. Have both hands come up. Just as in chair pose, we were kind of doing some squats. Now we're going to do some lunges. So inhale, reach. Exhale, come into warrior two. Inhale, up. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale, up. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale, up. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale, up. And this time we'll hold warrior two. Again, we're mindful that the knee is above the ankle. It's not over the toes. So from here we've got options. If you want a wider stance, the back foot, which is the left foot, you can scissor back with that a little bit. We do tend to lean a little forward, so take the backhand and come back a little bit. To create a little space within that neck, take the shoulders up and draw them down. We're looking over that right shoulder, that right elbow, that right middle finger. Let's give ourselves a little break by going into reverse triangle. We're straightening the right leg, dropping the left hand onto the left hamstring. Right hand comes up and slowly come on up. Nice and slow. Again, you can reach straight up and down. You can lean back slightly. Those are all options. Come on back to the center. Look over that right shoulder, that elbow, that middle finger. Take an inhale. Coming into warrior two. We're linking the flows. Let's come back to where we began in warrior one. The beginning, we worked the back muscles, now we want to work the chest muscles. So I have the arms out to the side, we'll do some flies. Inhale out, release, squeeze. Exhale, come back. Inhale out and squeeze. Exhale, come back. Inhale out and squeeze. Exhale, come back. Inhale out and squeeze. Exhale, come back. This time we'll hold it, but let's take a different position by bringing the shoulders up, dropping the hands down, maybe spreading those fingers. If you want to broaden that upper back, allow the pinky and elbow to come in midline. Stay connected with that breath. Go ahead and straighten the front knee. Let the hands come down. Scissor that back foot on in. We're going to do a pose here that's great for the hips, the abdominals, and the obliques. So the left foot's going to be the standing foot. We're going to put the weight of the body into that. The belly's locked. We're finding that focal point on the ground. Right now our hands are on the hips. Inhale, reach up that right knee, and exhale it down. You can have it up slightly. You don't have to bring it up as high as me. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, we're gonna hold that. Press those hips together, lock the belly in. Maybe you're fine here, maybe you wanna get the obliques engaged. Take the right arm behind you, take the left arm in front of you, everything squared forward. And release. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to put the weight of the body into that right foot. The core is locked. That focal point is 3 feet away on the floor. Put your hands onto the hips. Inhale, left knee up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now hold that up, press those hips together, press that belly in. If you feel comfortable, you can take the left arm behind you and reach that right arm forward. And release. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So the left foot's the front foot. We're going to step back with the right foot. Hips are squared forward. Nope, we're coming back. It's my fault. We're going to go into chair pose. You were hoping I was going to forget that, weren't you? So we're going to go into that chair fusion. So inhale, head up. Exhale, squat. Inhale up, exhale, squat. Inhale up, exhale, squat. Inhale up, exhale, squat. 1 more. Inhale up, exhale, squat. And as we're squatting, the knees are over the ankles, they're not over the toes. For now, the weight of the body's into the heels. You can actually lift those toes up. So from here, we have options. You can press those hips together. It'll strengthen the hips and the pelvis. We can isometrically strengthen the abdominals by pressing the belly in and down. We can strengthen the shoulders and lat muscles by reaching those hands forward. This is part of the pose when we come into the bar part. So switch the weight of the body from the heels into the toes and pop on up. Go ahead and come back up. Reach for that length. Drop the heels in the left hand. Inhale, lengthen the right hand. Exhale, move towards the left. Again, personalizing a nice stretch to the right side of that body. Come back to the center, switch the hands out. Inhale, lengthen the left side. Exhale, move towards the right. Come back to the middle of the room, bring the hands up, palms together, exhaling on down, nice and slow. All right, now we're gonna go into Warrior One. This is Maria. She's one of our rescue cats from the St. Thomas Islands. So the cats love it when I do yoga. They feel that calmness that I get from yoga, and they come and visit me a lot when I do yoga. So go ahead and have the left foot in the front foot, right foot is in the back, hips are squared forward. Take the hands on up as you inhale, exhale, bending that left knee. The knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. The hips are squared forward. So let's do those lat pull-ins together. I go ahead and pretending there's a lat bar here. So you can inhale, exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Extend the hands, spread the fingers. If you're looking for balance, you can look towards that ceiling. Stay connected with those breaths in and out to that nose. And drop the chin down, straighten the front leg. We're gonna go into pyramid. We're gonna lock the abdominals to protect that low back. We wanna hinge with those hips. So take an inhale. Abdominals are locked and hinge forward. Either bringing the hands onto the quadriceps, maybe the top of the shin, maybe the lower shin, maybe onto the ground, whatever feels comfortable to you. Allow the chin to come towards the collarbone. Stay connected to that breath. Now we're going to transition into triangle pose by putting the left hand either onto the quadricep, the upper shin or lower shin. The right hand's going to go onto the hip. We're going to adjust that back right foot and turn both hips towards that wall. We're going to reach that right hand up. We're going to look down because we're going to do those shoulder circles. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly at your own pace, come down. Inhale, lengthen. Slowly come down. This time we're going to go backwards. We're going to inhale, lengthen. Slowly come down. Inhale, lengthen. Slowly come down. And this time as we come up, we're going to reach up. Palm is going to press forward. We're going to reach forward with that hand. Stay connected to that breath. Really feeling the intensification on those left oblique or the right obliques. Using your core, slowly come back up. We're going to go into reverse warrior to relax that right shoulder. So take an inhale, bending that left knee. Drop the right hand onto the right hamstring. Left palm comes up and slowly come up. Again, you can reach straight up and down. You can lean back slightly. Those are all options. We're going to do those lunges in Warrior One. So bring the hands on up and reach. And exhale, gently bend that knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, gently bend that knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend that knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the knee. This next one will hold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the knee. The knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. The hips are still squared towards that right wall. So from here, if you want a wider stance, the right foot, which is the back foot, which is the right foot, that can scissor back just a little bit. Again, we tend to lean a little forward, so the back hand can come back. We can take those shoulders up and draw them down to create a little space within that neck. Again, we're going to look over that left shoulder, that left elbow, that left middle finger. We're going to take a little break here in reverse triangle. So we're going to straighten that front left leg. The right hand goes on the right hamstring. The left hand comes up. Again, you can reach straight up and down. If you're looking for an abdominal stretch, you can lean back slightly. Stay connected with those breaths. And bring the hands back out like wings. Go ahead and bend that front knee. We're just going to use this to transition right back into Warrior One. We're dropping the right hand. Bringing both hips forward. We're going to do those chest flies. So bring the hands out here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale out. Take the arms up, reach up, soften those shoulders down, spread those fingers. And again, if you're wanting to broaden that upper back, have the pinky and elbows come in midline. Go ahead and straighten that front leg. Drop the hands on down. Scissor that foot back up. Okay, we're going to do that Pilates exercise. Again, it's going to strengthen the hips, it's going to strengthen the abdominals and those obliques. So the left foot's the standing foot. We're going to put the weight of the body into that. We're going to bring the hands onto the hips. We're going to lock the belly. We're going to find that focal point 3 feet away. Whenever you're ready, inhale that right knee up. Exhale down. You don't have to come up as high as me. You can go as low as you need to. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time as we inhale up, we're going to hold that. We're going to press the hips together. We're going to press the belly in. If you would like to, you can take the right arm behind you and take the left arm in front. You can keep the hands onto the hips. And release. We're going to switch the weight of the body into that right foot. So we're going to bend the knee on the left leg. The hands are on the hips. Abdominals are locked. Again, that focal point's 3 feet away. Inhale, raise that left knee up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to hold that. We're going to press those hips together. The belly's locked in. You can keep your hands onto the hips, or you can take the left arm behind you and reach the right hand forward. Be sure the spine is not twisting. Everything is squared forward. And release. Good job. Now we're going to get onto our hands and knees and work our backs and our abdominals. So we're going to, our hands are underneath the shoulders. The knees are under the hips. And we're going to do what we did at the beginning of the class today, sunbird. So go ahead and extend the left leg behind you. Spiral those toes down. Keep the chin down and take the right arm in front of you. Now if you can't take the right arm in front of you, just go ahead and have your right hand on there. So what we're going to do is going to either bring the left knee in, you can click it with that right elbow, and exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out, and hold that. If you're tired, you can bring that right hand back, reaching. Go ahead and put the right hand back, bring the left knee back. Let's do some cat-cows here. So inhale the heart out. Exhale slowly. Arch that spine. Inhale, heart out. Exhale, arch that spine. Inhale, heart out. Exhale, arch that spine. Come into neutral spine. We're going to do the other side now. So keep the chin down. We want to protect that neck. So extend that right leg, toes spiraling down. Again, if it's too much, you can keep that left hand here and just bring the knee back in and forth. If you want to do the full pose, take the left hand out. Inhale, exhale, touch. Inhale out, exhale, touch. Inhale out, exhale, touch. Inhale out, exhale, touch. Inhale, hold that, reaching with that left hand, pushing with that right leg. Come on back. Let's go into down puppy to really stretch that back. Have the hands come way forward, dropping the chin on down. Hips stay over the knees. Just enjoy that stretch. And slowly come back. I think we've worked pretty hard, so we're going to go ahead and cross the legs behind us. We're going to come onto seated position. We're going to come down onto our backs. So very slowly, come on down. Knees are going to stay on the mat. The palm or the feet are on the mat, the knees facing up. We're going to go into bound cobbler. So put the left hand onto the heart, the right hand onto the stomach. Slowly open up the right knee to the right wall, the left knee to the left wall. Close those eyes and just relax. This is a great stretch for those hip flexors, the inner legs, and the pelvis. We've worked hard. This is our cooling off time. Stay connected with those breaths, in and out through that nose. eyes are closed, you can reopen the eyes. And the right hand on the outside of the right thigh, the left hand on the outside of the left thigh. Use those hands to gently guide those legs back up. We just did an external rotation of the hip. Now we're going to do an internal rotation. So we're going to go ahead and scissor the feet to the edge of the mat. We're going to have the knees come in towards each other. This is called TP. That gives us an internal rotation of those hips. Go ahead and take the arms out to the sides. Shoulders height with the palms down. The palms down, we're stretching the back of the shoulder, the tops of the arms, and the sternum plate. Keeping the knees where they're at, just rotate the palms up. So we're stretching the front of the shoulder, underneath the arms. Go ahead and have the right hand onto the left shoulder, the left hand onto the right shoulder. Drop the chin down. Now you're going to feel that in the back of those shoulders and the back of that neck. Release the hands, slowly lift the knees, scissor the feet back to the center. Go ahead and extend the left leg and hug the right knee into the chest. As you're hugging that right knee into the chest, your spine is flat on the mat. If the tailbone's arching up, that's really hard on the low back. It's a sign that you're overstretching. You need to come out of that. Remember, it's not how deep you go into the stretch in yoga. It's how that stretch feels. Hugging that right knee in is releasing that quadricep, and it's also stretching that right hip. Hi, Maria. Ah, it's so sweet. All right, so go ahead and release the hands. Go ahead and extend that leg on out. The right heel is down. Hug the left knee into the chest. Oh, sweetie. Yep. And this is for the right or the left hip, the left quadricep. All right, we're going to go ahead and hug both knees in for that low back. Hugging the knees in, it's releasing the hamstrings from the glutes. You can even close the eyes. Some people like to massage the tailbone and some people do not. If that is not right for you and your low back, just stay here where you're at. If you're looking to massage the tailbone, just take the knees to the right, knees to the left. This is slow, this is gentle, and it's controlled. You're giving your low back a self-massage. We're still connected to those breaths still. And gently stop, hug those knees back in. Enjoy a couple more nice deep exhales. We're going to release the left leg, allowing the left heel to come onto the ground. The left heel's on the ground. We're going to release the hands, extending the right leg onto the ground. Take both legs or both hands up and overhead for a full body stretch. Maybe raise both corners of the mouth up and smile. Did a great job in yoga. Go ahead and allow the hands to come to either side of the body. For the first time in the class, stop breathing deeply and close those eyes. We talked earlier in the class that yoga is a process of that breath. So we can't turn it on and off. We need to come back to the natural rhythm of the breath. I find that harder than initially breathing in deeply. So we're preparing for something called Shavasana, or resting pose. Everything we just did, the deep breaths, those poses, have brought us to this time of conscious relaxation where great healing takes place within our bodies. So I want you to think about your right shoulder, your right elbow, that right wrist. Just relax and release that into the mat. the left shoulder, the left elbow, the left wrist. Just relax and release that. The right hip, the right knee, the right ankle. Just relax and release. The left hip, the left knee, the left ankle. Just relax and release. Low back, the mid back, the upper back. Just relax and release. Be very still here for the next couple of minutes. Keeping the eyes closed, gently wiggle the fingers, gently wiggle the toes. And relax the fingers and relax the toes. Very softly begin to open the eyes. Take a few breaths here. We don't want to get up too quickly. Slowly come up into a comfortable seated position. Bringing the hands in prayer position. I want to thank you for spending time with me today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste.